You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Nope. This is Jordan Peele's third movie. The first movie he gave us was Get Out, then Us, now the highly anticipated Nope. And man, I gotta tip my hat off to Jordan Peele because he really makes like just going to the movies fun again. We've been getting a lot of just comic book type of movies and generic horror movies, even though there are dope horror movies out there and dope unique movies out here. But I really think Jordan Peele is onto something. Like, he brings something new. And going into this, if you watch the trailers, it doesn't give a lot away. Some people already know, like, yeah, it's about aliens. But I feel like he does a really unique twist to that. I won't spoil that, but I will talk about just the overall premise and just the plot of the story. So you have Daniel Kaluuya that's playing OJ, and you have Keke Palmer playing M or Emerald. They are both brother and sister in this, and they run like pretty much like a family business. They're like horse trainers in Hollywood and stuff like that. And just slight spoiler, I didn't see this coming. Keith David is in this movie, and he plays their father. And man, I already knew like this was a 10 out of 10 movie. Well, I'm not gonna say 10 out of 10, but this was gonna be a fire movie because Keith David, anytime he pops up, you already know this movie's going to be fire or somewhat entertaining. So what ends up happening is he ends up dying from a like freak accident, and OJ sees this, and some time goes by. But I want to talk about this opening scene because it's a really interesting setup, and I feel like I like the setup. I wish we kind of got a solo movie just based on Gordy. Now Gordy is this chimp, and the opening scene is a chimp killing people in this like studio, like this little studio, and it's like they're recording a show. And that's where Glenn's character, or I should say Stephen Young's character, comes in. He's kind of like this showsman kind of guy. He's all about just putting on a show. Even though I feel like going into it, I feel like his character was a little bit wasted. Maybe they might explore this a little bit more. Maybe they can make more movies that are kind of connected to Nope. I would be kind of interested to see that, because I feel like there's more to his character that didn't really get that much screen time, and maybe it was just there for now actually thinking about it, it actually makes sense because of the nature of how this movie is, and the foreshadowing is really dope. You see a lot of like horses, in the trailer and stuff like that. They're a big kind of key to figuring out the mystery of what exactly is this UFO, or I forget the other name that they called it, but what is this so-called alien? And it's very unique, that the approach that Jordan Peele takes on this, and then something that I've never really seen before, and just the way that it's shot, and how I could definitely see IMAX being the definitive version to watch this, the most immersive version. I saw this in Prime, and I thought it was just as good because of the sound. The music is very it was used very well in this, as music is done in all of his movies so far, and he always makes everything very important what you're watching on screen. And I just like the vibe of this film. It's very bright, it's very vibrant, but it's very eerie. And when it's scary, you know what I'm saying? It's not trying to be like this 100% like horror movie. This is very much a sci-fi thriller sprinkled with a little bit of comedy, which why I like that Jordan Peele is continuously trying to do something new and not trying to create some type of formula for his movies. This is completely different from Get Out or Us, and I really like that. I'm curious to see how people feel about this. I feel like this movie is going to be mixed, but in my opinion, I think Jordan Peele for me is 3-0 when it comes to these movies. I really liked Get Out. I really liked Us, even though that wasn't really mixed with people. This was a really fun time at the movies, you know what I'm saying? And seeing the dynamic between, Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer, you know, Keke Palmer, I never was a big fan of her, in this, she's okay, you know what I'm saying? I think the real draw to this is Daniel Kaluuya's character, you know what I'm saying? He is the star. Um, you have a lot of different supporting roles and stuff like that. Like Angel, I think he brings something unique as far as the comedic stuff in this movie. Keke Palmer as well too, but like I said, I'm not like the biggest Keke Palmer fan, so it is what it is. I don't think she was terrible. I just feel like it was nothing, memorable or anything like that. But the whole premise of the movie was them trying to get, the perfect shot of this UFO, and it becomes dangerous. It becomes very dangerous, and people do get killed in this movie. And I think they could have done a little bit more as far as the gore goes. I think the gore was a little underwhelming, you know what I'm saying, in my taste. I'm not expecting like anything like just over the top unnecessary violence, but there are some dope shots of blood that is just covering the house. That shit was really dope. When you see it, you know what I mean. I think that was like my favorite shot. Just the use of the alien, though, I think that was really creative, and I didn't really think about it, you know what I'm saying? And just, if you pay attention to the promotion, you can kind of get what it is, you know what I'm saying? After you watch the movie, it all kind of makes sense, and I think Jordan Peele has a really bright future with making these types of movies that have horror elements, that have thriller elements, and I'm curious to see what he's got next, because it's definitely going to be something completely different from this. But Nope is definitely a dope movie. Definitely go check this out in theaters in any type of way that you can, or if you want to just wait, you can wait too. But if you have seen this, let me know in the comments below. What is your thoughts on Nope? Where do you rank it amongst his other films? Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.